study is like the heaven's glorious sun.
You shall be so received as you shall deem yourself lodged in my heart.
I am compared to 20,000 fairs.
Language is the most important thing in the play. By far.
That aged ears play truant at his tales, and younger hearings are quite ravished. So sweet and voluble is his discourse.
Language is the... I think for most of the characters in the play, is the only tool that they have. But certainly for the women, it's their weapon, it's their armour, it's their power.
But is there no quick recreation granted?
Aye, that there is. Our court, you know, is haunted with a refined traveller of Spain. A man in all the world's new fashion planted that hath a mint of phrases in his brain. I think there's not a scene and not a character for whom language isn't very important. And not just in the way that language is important for all characters in Shakespeare plays. It's self-consciously important.
This fellow pecks up wit as pigeons peas, and utters it again when God doth please. He's wit's peddler. The ladies call him sweet, the stairs as he treads on them kiss his feet, and consciences that will not dine dead pay him the due of honey-tongued boyette. Oh.
It's full of puns, some and wordplay, and some aren't rude at all. In fact, the king, I don't have very many bawdy jokes. I think he's quite a sort of innocent in that way. But the wordplay is there throughout, and it's very clever. And as you say, some of it is lost on us because it happens so quickly, or because it's based on a 400-year-old pun that we don't understand anymore. And some of it's very rude.
There's a strong tradition in English of the double entendre and the dirty joke, and Shakespeare is one of the great exponents of that. It's something I particularly enjoy. There's a scene in the second half of the play, at the start of the second half, between Don Armado and Holofernes and many of the other comic characters, which one could read as being almost entirely about bodily functions.
We will be, if this fudge, true masters of arts. I beseech you follow.
And it's Don Armado's inaccurate English accent that creates much of the comedy in that scene.
Have at you then, affection's men-at-arms.
The big speech about love, the have at you then, affection's men-at-arms speech, is the best speech I've ever done. Is the only speech I've ever done that I've not been frightened of doing.
What peremptory, eagle-sighted eye dares look upon the heaven of her brow that is not blinded by her majesty?
It's a speech of great feeling and is about the power that love can have, and it makes you believe in it. It makes me believe in it every time I say it, and it's the only speech I've ever done that moves me at the same point, to the same extent, every single time I do it. It's the best I've ever felt as an actor, partly because it's about love and everyone believes in love, and because of the imagery in it. I mean, when love speaks, the voice of all the gods make heaven drowsy with the harmony.
As sweet and musical as bright Apollo's lute strung with his hair. And when love speaks, the voice of all the gods make heaven drowsy with the harmony.
I mean, that's the best chat-up line you could ever use in any situation, I think. Not that I have used it yet, I must start.
For wisdom's sake, a word that all men love, or for love's sake, a word that loves all men, or for men's sake, the authors of these women.
I think that the chaps think that they're using language in a very correct and important way, but actually what they're willing to do is change words to fit what they want. Whereas I think the girls from the start use language in a much more sophisticated way, often bawdy and clever as well, witty.
Did not I dance with you in Brabant once?
Did not I dance with you in Brabant once?
I know you did.
How needless was it then to ask the question?
You must not be so quick.
'Tis long of you, you spur me with such questions.
No, your wit's too hot, it speeds too fast, 'twill tire.
Not till it leave the rider in the mire.
Certainly for Rosaline and the princess, there is an ability with language, and a mercurial ability with language, that allows them to engage in a battle with the boys, But it's a battle of wit and it's a battle of intelligence as opposed to something physical. And there is a physicality between them, of course there is, and there's a sexual attraction and all of that going on underneath it. But it's language that the women use to basically win over the men, boys.
And wait the season, and observe the times, and spend his prodigal wits in bootless rhymes.
My advice to an audience would be to relax, just to let it happen. Don't attempt to understand every word. Don't try and do a simultaneous translation in your head. After a few minutes, if you just let it wash over you, you'll understand the play perfectly, emotionally, narratively, and comically.
Now for the place where it standeth north-north-east of thy curious knotted garden, it is called thy park. There did I see that low-spirited swain.
Me.
That unlettered, small-knowing soul.
Me.
That base minnow of thy mirth.
Still me.
Costard.
Hi, me.
Consort.
I think there's such a preconception that you must come and understand every word. He was writing for everyone and he was writing sensorially, so even if you don't understand the words, you know that the rhythm, the things that are happening, the exchange between people and how that happens is as important as what is said. And you know, I don't watch an episode of The West Wing or The Wire without having to put subtitles on usually. Like, I don't get it, but I certainly feel much more intelligent afterwards and quite enjoy just letting it happen to me. So I think if you can approach it with an open mind and an open heart, and you not necessarily like it, have an opinion about it, but I think the obsession with, is it easy, is it accessible, is it difficult, it's sort of irrelevant. Just how do you feel about it is what I think is important.